what is going to happen according to end time prophecy? The Bible has a lot to say about end times. Nearly every book of the Bible contains prophecy regarding the end times. Taking all of these prophecies and recognizing them can be difficult. Following is a very brief summary of what the Bible declares will happen in the end times. Christ will remove all born-again believers from the earth in an event known as the rapture. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 13 to 18, and 1 Corinthians chapter 15, 51 to 54. At the judgment seat of Christ, these believers will be rewarded for good works and faithful service during their time on earth, or will lose rewards but not eternal life for lack of service and obedience. The Antichrist, the beast, will come into power and will sign a covenant with Israel for 7 years. Daniel chapter 9 verse 27. This 7-year period of time is known as the tribulation. During the tribulation, there will be a terrible war, famine, plagues, and natural disaster. God will be pouring out his wrath against sin, evil, and wickedness. The tribulation will include the appearance of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse and the 7 sealed judgments, the 7 sealed trumpet and bowl judgments. About halfway through the 7 years, the Antichrist will break the peace covenant with Israel and make war against it. The Antichrist will commit the abomination of desolation and set up an image of himself to be worshipped in the Jerusalem temple. Daniel chapter 9 verse 27, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 3, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 3 to 10, which will have been rebuilt. The second half of the tribulation is known as the Great Tribulation. Revelation chapter 7 verse 14, and the time of Jacob's trouble. Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 7. At the end of the 7-year tribulation, the Antichrist will launch a final attack on Jerusalem, climacting in the Battle of Armageddon. Jesus Christ will return, destroying the Antichrist and his armies, and cast them into the lake of fire. Christ will then bind Satan in the abyss for 1,000 years, and he will rule his earthly kingdom for the 1,000-year period. Revelation chapter 20 verse 1 and 6. At the end of the 1,000 years, Satan will be released, defeated again, and then cast into the lake of fire. Revelation chapter 20 verse 7 and 10. For eternity, Christ then judges all unbelievers. Revelation chapter 20 from 10 to 15. At the great white throne judgment, casting them all into the lake of fire. Christ will then usher in a new heaven and a new earth and the new Jerusalem, the eternal dwelling place of believers. There will be no more sin, sorrow, or death. Thanks for watching.